Hello viewers, I Dr. Sudhamoy Behura, Head of the Department Environmental Science, Raghunathji Degree College, Cuttack. Welcome you all to this video, which will be on your vulnerability assessment and risk analysis. And this is in your Unit 3 of your syllabus of ACC 1 Environment Study and Disaster Management in your first semester BA BCom and BSc course. Okay, and as you all know that it is one compulsory paper, and I have already discussed that you have two examination which will come in near future. Okay, so one internal examination and another is your end-term examination or university examination. Okay, so total full mark here is your 100 marks, in which you will face multiple choice question, means 1 mark question in the fill in the dash or one word answer format. Okay, so everything is here in my channel, so you will not face any trouble, and you can watch each unit in my channel. Okay, I have already completed unit 1 and unit 2. Every contents are there in separate playlist. Okay, so you can go to my channel, and the name of the channel is Environ World for Students. Okay, by Dr. Sudha. So you can go there and you can find also possible 1 mark questions, important questions. I am uploading it in different several parts. Okay, so that will definitely come in your examinations. So now let us discuss our today's topic. Before discussing this topic, I would definitely like to request you all, those who are watching this channel for the first time, or who are already watching this previous but not subscribed yet. So please subscribe my channel, like and share among your friends, so that all can be benefited from this e-content through social media, means through YouTube, and you will also can get all possible multiple choice 1 mark questions. Okay, so please subscribe, so that also you will get the latest video which I will upload in my channel, and everything is only from your syllabus, that is AECC 1 Environment Study and Disaster Management, the compulsory paper for first semester. Okay, so now let us to our topic, that is look here. So if you will watch this video from first to last, then your concept will be clear regarding vulnerability, because your topic is vulnerability assessment and risk analysis. So at first you have to understand the fundamental concept regarding what is vulnerability, what is risk, how we can assess the vulnerability, how we can analyze the risk. Okay, so look here, the basic difference between vulnerability and risk. So vulnerability is a set of condition. What is this? So this is a set of conditions that reduces people's ability to prepare for, withstand or respond to a hazard. So hazard means what? Hazard means that has potential to create damage. Okay, for example, your earthquake is a hazard, your flood is one hazard, because it has the every potential to damage our property and life. Okay, so those catastrophe or natural catastrophe that has the ability to affect or to damage the life and property, that is known as hazard. Hence in vulnerability what happens? Vulnerability means there will a set of condition will come. Okay, for example, environmental condition, sociological aspects. So a set of conditions that reduce people's ability to prepare for, withstand, respond to a hazard. So the people, they become unable. Okay, we can say that they will be unable to prepare themselves to withstand or to get away from that hazard. That is the vulnerability. Then what is risk? So risk is the measure of expected losses. Okay. Then, so what we can say that in risk we will simply measure the expected losses. That means death, injuries, property damage, crop loss. Okay. So due to a hazard on account of nature of construction and proximate to hazardous area, the risk is assessed. Next come to what is vulnerability. Vulnerability, okay. So the degree of loss to a given element at risk or set of elements at risk resulting from the occurrence of a natural phenomenon of a given magnitude and expressed on a scale from 0 to 1. Okay. So total damage. So the vulnerability of some particular people, it is measured in a on a scale, okay, from 0 means no damage and 1 means totally damage. So it is a measurement between the scale from 0 to 1. And we can again define this vulnerability by indication of people's exposure to external risk. Okay. So vulnerability defines that the people how they expose to external risk. Then shocks and stresses and their ability to, okay, and their ability to cope with means bear with and recover from the resulting impact. Means after a disaster, how or during a disaster, how they are responding to this disaster, and after disaster, how they come back from that impact of the disaster. That is your vulnerability. Okay. Then the actual meaning of this vulnerability is that is the actual or potential degree of loss resulting from a particular hazard or set of hazards of a given magnitude. Okay. Or we can say this is the potential for harm. Or we can also say something that is constructed socially or the inverse of a capability. That means vulnerability is the inverse of a capability. Means coping, resilience. Resilience means how the people they are able to come back from that hazard. Okay. So this is your vulnerability. So you can do your notes from these things. Okay. So just make one note of 2 to 3 pages so that you will be ready for your examination. Then here vulnerability describes the characteristics and circumstances of a community and system or assets that make it susceptible to the damaging effects of a hazard. And there are many aspects of vulnerability like arising from various physical, social, economic and environmental factors. Okay. So here look here in the picture you can well understand that what is going on. So suppose in the upper picture disaster. Okay. So during disaster that big stone was on the upper part of the your hill here in the below picture, that is your hazard. Okay. Then vulnerability means the people is standing below to that rolling stone. Okay. Means now he is vulnerable to that danger that at any moment that stone may come from that hill and can hit the people, isn't it? That is the vulnerable. So in the upper picture what happened? He died. Okay. So this is another picture example. So according to UNESCO definition of hazard and risk technology or terminology, vulnerability is the degree of loss to a given element or set of element at risk resulting from the occurrence of a hazardous phenomenon of a given magnitude. Okay, it is expressed on a scale from 0 to 1. Then examples are the people of the eastern part of Philippines are more vulnerable to typhoons because of high exposure of typhoon, low resistance, lack of proper management, low resilience means economic limitation. They have an economic limitation. Okay. Then next we can say vulnerability is equal to exposure plus resistance plus resilience. Exposure means what? At risk, property and population. Resistance, it measures taken to prevent, avoid or reduce loss. Then resilience means ability to recover prior state or achieve desired post-disaster state. Okay. So this is your vulnerability. Then what is vulnerability assessment? So first step any security protection plan begins with assessment of your vulnerabilities. Okay. Then vulnerability assessment is a systematic and methodical evaluation of exposure of assets to attackers, forces of nature and any other entity that could cause potential harm. Okay, so these are very good notes. You can write it and keep it ready with you for examination purpose. Okay, so variety of techniques and tools can be used in evaluating the levels of vulnerability. Okay, then come to the next, that vulnerability in different perspective. So according to the International Federation of Red Cross and Red Crescent Societies 2019, vulnerability in this context can be defined as the diminished capacity of an individual or group to anticipate, cope with, resist and recover from the impact of a natural or man-made hazard. Okay. Then vulnerability refers to the inability of a system or a unit to withstand the effects of a hostile environment. And the characteristics determined by physical, social, economic and environmental factors or processes which increase the susceptibility of an individual, okay, a community, assets or systems to the impact of hazards. This is the vulnerability and its assessment. So the vulnerability assessment actions and steps, what we can do. So asset identification, steps are inventory the assets. Okay. Next important thing we must watch, that disaster death in Odisha. In Odisha from 2011 to 2016 you can see here these are some disasters. Okay, what? Lightning, fire, sunstroke, hailstorm, flood, cyclone, boat capsize, then your drowning, then snake bite. All these are examples of your disasters. Okay. So from 2011 to 2016-17, continuous 5-year study says, the data says that there are total 1776 have died in lightning, and total death due to different types of disaster is your 4,000, average 4,000 in these 5 years. Okay. So this is not a small amount or small value. So there are 4 types of vulnerability. What are these? So one is your physical vulnerability, then social vulnerability, then economic vulnerability and environmental vulnerability. What is that? Okay, we will see. So physical vulnerability is, it may be determined by aspects such as population density level. Population density means per square kilometer how much people are living, okay, or number of people living per square kilometer area. Then remoteness of a settlement, site design, materials used for critical infrastructure and for housing, United Nations international strategy, for disaster reduction. Okay, this is your physical vulnerability. Then social vulnerability is, refers to the inability of people, organization and the societies to withstand adverse impacts to hazards due to characteristics inherent in social interactions, institutions and system of cultural values. Then economic vulnerability means the level of vulnerability is highly dependent upon the economic status of individuals, then communities and nations. The poor are usually more vulnerable to disaster, isn't it? Because they have less money. They lack the resource to build sturdy structure and put other engineering measures in place to protect themselves from being negatively impacted by disaster. Okay, then what do we mean by environmental vulnerability? Natural resources depletion and resource degradation are key aspects of environmental vulnerability. Okay, then disaster we know that disaster when hazards and vulnerability combines, that give rise a disaster. Okay, so you have different disasters. Okay, so characteristics of vulnerability. So vulnerability is your multi-dimensional. That means physical, then your social, economical and environmental, institutional and human factors define vulnerability. Then dynamic, that is vulnerability changes over time. Okay, and scale dependent means vulnerability can be expressed at different scales, from human to household to community or country resolution, and it is site specific. Okay, these are the characteristics of vulnerability. Then methods of measuring physical vulnerability. There are empirical method, analytical method. You need not go to details. You just remember that there are two methods to measure physical vulnerability. One is your empirical method, another is your analytical method. Okay. Then why does vulnerability matters? Because by including vulnerability in our understanding of disaster risk, we acknowledge the fact that disaster risk not depends on the severity of hazards or the number of people or assets exposed, but that it is also a reflection of the susceptibility of people and economic assets to suffer loss and damage. Okay, this is why we need vulnerability assessment. Okay, then factors those enhance the vulnerability. There are different factors which affect the rate of vulnerability, like your poverty. Just now we discussed that a poor people is always more vulnerable to any type of disaster than a rich people. Okay, because he or she has less assets to uh, cope with the disaster. So first factor is your poverty, then your population growth, then poor development practices, rapid urbanization, lack of awareness, then unplanned development, poor governance. So these are the 7 important factors that enhance the vulnerability. Okay, then there are some physical factors, social factors, economic and environmental factors, which I already told. Okay, so this is already discussed. It is some extra materials for your note purpose. You may write this in your note or may not be, because what I have discussed earlier is sufficient. Okay, so how do we reduce vulnerability? This is the most important and we will conclude with this. So, approach to vulnerability reduction include implementing building codes, insurance and social protection risk, then emphasizing economic diversity and resilient livelihood, knowledge and awareness raising, then preparedness measures. Okay, so these are some steps through which we can reduce vulnerability. Okay, so my dear viewers, these were all for today's video. So I think you can understand it properly, and you make your own note from this video, from these discussions. Okay, and materials are already here in this video. So thank you all for watching my channel. So again, before leaving, I would like to request, please subscribe so that you will get my latest video. Okay, and so in the next class we will meet with another update about your unit 3 of ACC 1 environment study and disaster management compulsory paper. Okay, so thank you all.